Hello, welcome back to the Multidimensional CEO, the space where soul meets strategy, energy leads business, and success gets to be non-linear. I'm your host, Meg Vasili, and today's episode, we are going to activate something deep within you. So grab a cuppa, open your field, and let's drop in. Today, I am blessed with the presence of Christina. Hello, Christina. How are you?
Really good today. Thank you, Megs, for inviting me.
That is awesome. Okay, so what's the deal? What's the thing? What's that one thing that you do or use to help women and support women?
My focus and my love for I think for lifetimes, has been Ayurveda. And Ayurveda is a lifestyle that has sat with me, that I've lived for over 30 years. And the support that this gave me through my menopause program, stage in life, which I just feel like I've come out of, was phenomenal. And my passion is to support women to feel safe, grounded, whole, and unapologetic in who they are.
Oh, that is so beautiful. That sounds so nice. So how long have you been doing it for? Did you say like over 30 years?
Well, I've been living the Ayurvedic lifestyle and living and breathing Ayurveda and the path of this way of living for over 30 years. I first started, I was actually a chemist, a degree in chemistry when I studied, but I'm like, surely there's a philosophy behind chemistry. And so I went in search of that and ended up living and working with some amazing scholars in India and living in India for many, many years and
Wow.
part of Ayurveda.
Yeah. So what is it? Is it a product? Is it just a way of
What's
life?
Ayurveda? What's Ayurveda as a way of life?
Yeah.
To me, Ayurveda is a guidance that it's like it gives you signposts to how to live your body, your mind, your emotions, and your spirit. So it gives that multidimensional living, and
Yeah.
it gives it's not like you have to do it a certain way. It's about living and giving you guideposts for a system so that your life can be in the most clear and aware space that you can be, so that you actually live your most whole life. And it is for longevity. It's like we're here on this earth to experience it, so let's experience it for a long time.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. I've been seeing like a lot of posts and things like that around where it's like we've actually forgotten the meaning of life. It's not the hustle and bustle that everyone thinks it is. It's what would that be for you if you were to do a post about the Ayurveda way of life? What would you say? Like what would be the you've forgotten that this is the way of life?
We've forgotten what Satchitananda is. We've forgotten what the bliss and the joy of life is. And we only remember the joy of life when we actually take a moment and take space and allow our nervous systems to rest, allow ourselves to feel the beauty of what it is to see the breath of wind in the trees, what it is to hear a kookaburra laugh, what it is to see a flower in bloom, what it is just to take a moment to just actually not move. And we often don't give ourselves that space. And when I first teach the course, my programs of Ayurveda, one of the beauties of the cleanse is to actually wake up every morning and start to feel like it's a new birth. We have an opportunity every single day to start every day in a new way. And so wake up every day and start to feel the elements of the day before you do anything else. Allow yourself to birth yourself every single day. And that like gives us an opportunity to move gently into the day, feel our nervous system, and be aware of what life is there to offer and that creates joy because it's in the present moment.
Yeah, I love that. It's like every day is a rebirth. I
Mm-hmm.
really thought of it in that way. So that's really cool. I love that. Yeah, cool. So what is the process that you've learnt during your time doing this?
Um, what is the process that I've learned in my time in living Ayurveda or in living
Yeah.
the menopause program?
Living, teaching, being, all of it.
What one of the key things that I think I've learned, I think, and one of the key things that I really love teaching and uh, people are integrating into their life is the actual beauty of dinacharya. And dinacharya is the word for daily routine. And we all grow up, we all wake up and we have our habits. Our habits are they're things that we do every day, but some of these habits can be not good for us, and some of these habits can be better for us. But daily routine is basically it's like non-negotiably not putting on it. It's like it becomes a place that it's non-negotiable, like not putting on your clothes. So it's something that you do every day to go out in the world, to actually keep your body, your mind, your emotions, and your spirit aligned and clean and clear. And then you put your clothes on and go out in the world. And
Yeah.
I find that like I've learned over the time of of being disciplined, of making it a regular thing, of every day doing it, that it becomes a blissful thing. It becomes something that's not a discipline. It becomes this what I call a blissipin, which is just this beauty of just being in the bliss of looking after yourself, cleaning yourself on all levels, so that what you bring in that day you can digest easily and eliminate what you don't need.
Wow, I love that. That's really cool. So, who would you suggest that this would be amazing for? Like, what kind of person needs this in their life?
Yeah, it's terrible, but I reckon everybody.
Okay, so
We
who
need
do
to
you
learn.
help the most? Who is your kind of people
Yeah.
that you love
Look,
to bring into your business?
I am focusing mainly on the beauty of women and women, menopausal women that have a lot of adrenal free burnout, adrenal fatigue, stress, that have just gone, I can't do it anymore.
Mm,
It's like, or have started to get to their early 40s and realized, oh my gosh, I'm going into menopause. I've got to do something I need to reset. I need to change. And I really have a passion for redefining menopause. And I think this is a little bit of there's a little bit of a movement happening around amongst women at the moment to redefine menopause, because I don't believe that menopause is like the time where they're finished. I think it's the time where women are like we meet the wholeness of ourselves, and it's the time where we actually become the queen of ourselves. And it's one of the most sacred portals to move through. And I really want to hold women in this portal because to just go deeper into themselves and really meet themselves in their multidimensionality, really attach themselves and open themselves to something bigger than themselves. That's the time of menopause, to just actually flow deep and just connect with who they know they've always been, but they've never really actually fully owned it. And the process of menopause is planting that seed in the ground and allowing it to grow and fruit so that you come out of menopause with these beautiful fruits and flowers of yourself.
Yeah, I love that because there's a big emphasis on in a female's life of becoming a mother, so going from that adolescence to the mother. When you birth a child, you birth a new part of yourself. And then when the menopause starts to kick in, it's like, oh, well, that part of myself is now dead. And now what do I do? But you're bringing the crone kind of era, changing it. This is just like a message that I kind of got through my brain. I'm not intentionally reading you. As you know, I don't read people without their permission, but this whole redefinement of the crown your crone or something like that kind of
Yeah, that's
image came to me.
Yeah, the menopausal and I mean, yes, well, I expect you to read me a little bit, but the 6-month menopausal program that I run with women is called the Crowned Path, and the Crowned Path is about claiming your crown. I'm like, forget this crone thing.
Yeah.
Forget it. This word crone is done.
It honestly makes me feel sick just even thinking about that.
Exactly. It's a word that we're just all like, ugh.
Not one of us like it, I
I'm
don't think.
like, let's change the word. We're crowning. We step out of menopause and we put our crown on and we claim who we are. And that's what I, through the 6-month menopause program, in the end, we come out crowned.
Yeah, I love that because again, I just had that picture of the pre-princess, which is before kids, the princess during the kid stage, and then when the kids get to a certain age, it's no longer about them. You can still love them and you can still want the best for them and you can still show up when they need you, but your life is no longer revolving around them. So you're not princess anymore. You become that queen. Oh, I love that. I'm getting more goosebumps. This is exciting.
Yeah, so the Crowned Path is my menopause program for women, and that follows a sequence over 6 months, an elemental sequence of meeting each of the elements in the process and what that means in relation to menopause and how it and Ayurvedically. So I really use the basis of Ayurveda as the grassroots, as the substance to actually ground ourselves in how to actually navigate through menopause.
Yeah, I love it. That sounds so cool. So, say somebody wanted to join a program of yours. Say somebody wanted to like listen to this podcast and was like, yep, that's what I need. Let's go. Christina, where are you? How can they find you? What is the process of someone jumping into that container?
Um, One of the best places to start is to actually start with my menopause, with my 10-day cleansing program. And that's a really good place to start, to just start as a fresh. And so the 10-day cleansing program is run every month, and it's 10 days, which sounds a lot, but it's actually broken up into 3-day groups where you're meeting your digestion. So you're cleansing your digestion and coming back to your digestive fire and starting to learn this, to gently learn the processes. It's not a shocking process. It's not a restrictive process. It's a realignment, and it's a cleaning out. It's like when you have to service your car, when every so often you need to service your car because it's all the channels get clogged with all the oil or whatever. You have to take it to the mechanics and service it. You have to do the same with your body, your emotions, your mental well-being, and your spirit. So we start with the body, and in that it helps the other layers cleanse as well. And so it's starting doing it as part of the process of a menopause program, I asked to start that 10-day to start with that 10-day cleanse. So the next one runs on the 11th of May, and you can go to embodiedayurveda.com and find the information about that, or look me up on Facebook, or find me through Meg's friends.
Well, we'll be placing the link in the description of the podcast. So all good. All good. I'm excited. Okay, so this is where we start to get a bit Megsified here. I'm starting to really love that term, Megsified. We're doing it. Okay, so Christina, if you could leave our multidimensional listeners with one frequency, message, or activation, what would it be?
Life's about blissipin. Enjoy living life with regular discipline that creates blissipin. And bliss, yeah, life is to live in bliss. But we need to keep ourselves cleansed and aligned and listening and in awareness to be able to do that.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Cool. So how do you navigate being a multidimensional and running a business?
The number one thing, how do I navigate it? It's like non-negotiable, my dinacharya. It's like multidimensional is I connect with the dimensions every day. I connect with cleaning, waking up with my dinacharya every day. And that then gives me the awareness to go through all the things that life throws at you as a multidimensional being, trying to run a business, trying to keep everything going and still be open to trusting your intuition and trusting what's been told to you. And you can't listen to those higher dimensions if you haven't actually cleaned the shop for the day. It doesn't come through clear.
Yeah, cool. Is there anything else that you would like the listeners to know about you, about your business, about life, anything? Just drop some wise Christina wisdom.
Wise Christina wisdom. I'm really my little fascination this week is about digestion and how we do really need to clean it every day, and how it's like our bodies, when we put something in our mouth, and in this physical digestion, if our digestive fire is working properly, it takes out what it needs and it eliminates. Easy, the body does that. But it takes a little bit more practice for us to do it from an emotional level, from a mental level, and from a spiritual level. And we digest so much through our eyes, our ears, our touch, all our intuition, our everything. And we need to be able to make sure that we eliminate that every day as well. And so you go back to that, waking up in the morning and having our daily practice to make sure that we actually align everything every day.
Oh, sorry, I'm burping away, excuse me, listeners, because that's how I release energy. So I'm releasing energy for you, Christina. I don't know why, but yay. Yeah, so I had something there for a second. Yes, so we as humans have like 15,000 or 15 million bits of information sent to us through our senses at any moment. So that's a lot of overwhelm comes from that. So you're saying that the practices that you do will help to filter a lot of the unnecessary stuff. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. It's like we go back to that opportunity every day. So learning a daily practice that's not a rigid thing. It's actually a daily practice that actually aligns with you and your messages, what you need to learn. But there's certain guidelines to use. And so, and the older we get, the more we've got more banked up. So that's why like to focus on when we're coming into menopause and that, to make sure that we're cleaning the channels. So we actually use this transition time as a really, really sacred portal so that we grow the beauty of who we are in fullness. And yeah, it is. If you think about it, if you're shoving 15,000 things into your mouth every day, you're not going to, it's like you've got to be able to sort through it and be able to be strong enough to digest what you need to digest and take out and remove what you need to remove. So the body's an amazing system. I mean, the systems that we have are amazing if we align with them properly and stop and get out of the way of ourselves and keep them clean.
Yeah, beautiful. I love that. Okay, awesome. So thank you so much for joining us today, Christina. It's been an absolute pleasure. I love talking to you. So Christina and I met through a group coaching container, and we had a very intensive 3 days together, and we just formed a bond and thought, why not do a podcast together? So yay.
Thanks, Meg. I just love what you're doing.
Yeah, well, you're going to make me blush. Okay, so if this episode lit something up in you, I'd love it if you could leave a review, share it with a soul-led friend. If you want to share it to your Instagram, please tag me at Meg's Basili in it so I can celebrate you. All Christina's information is going to be in the description of this podcast. It is also going to be on YouTube, Christina, just so you know. So just remember, please, that you are not here to fit into a business. You are here to rewrite it. You're here to live. You're here to create. You're here to lead as a multi-dimensional CEO. Spit it out, Megs. So lots of love to you all. Thank you so much for listening, and stay tuned for the next one. Love you all.